So you've got this hobby site you've had for a while. Let's talk about that for a second. You've got this hobby site. You were just doing it. Weren't really thinking money. Weren't really thinking anything. What's the hobby site about? Like, what is the niche that we're talking about?
So it's foreign languages, but it's not exactly instructional because there's a ton of sites out there that are instructional, grammar and quizzes and all that kind of stuff to learn a language from scratch, even if you want to. This is for people who've already started studying the language, and it's called the Foreign Language Library Online. So it's for people who maybe have studied language for 2 or 3 years, whether it's right now or it was a long time ago, and they want to pick it up again, maintain their language skills. And it's just reading. It's reading in that language for fun. It's reading real life things, because you can go try to read something in German in a German newspaper. There's plenty online now, but that might be too hard for you. This is to the beginner level, but in that niche of 2 to 3 years, maybe 3 to 4 years.
What fears and mindset struggles are you having? Because I believe we've got a massive one that's like in the way, because you got this momentum, you celebrated it with us in the community, and now you're kind of froze. So tell me, what's the big fear holding you back?
So the original website that was online for 9 years was my cousin's a web developer, and he built this beautiful custom website, and the website went down. And by the time I realized it, the framework was gone. I had all the content. I had built it up to about 800 articles, so there's plenty of content. But I did not want to ask him to rebuild it without paying him for it. I didn't have the money at the time.
You said self-sabotage. Like, where are you self-sabotaging yourself? Like, the tech you seem to have figured out. You've got you're starting to put your content back in. You've clearly got something people will want, because 10 people have already tried to sign up for it. And we're not exactly sure how much traffic we're getting right now, but there's enough traffic that's producing some emails and some sales. I mean, a lot of people out there are like, wow, I'd love 10 members, So like, what's the self-sabotage? Where does that come in? Are you like freaking out because people bought it now and you have to do it, or like what's going
on? This is built on WordPress. I've heard you talk about Kajabi. I totally agree with everything you say about WordPress, in the sense that you've got to constantly be updating plugins. I cringe because it's like, is something I update going to break this? And then I've got to figure that out. The whole thing seems like this massive machine. And one of the things is making sure that I allot time to each of the thing, like updating the website and emailing my list. I conceptually know all the pieces and parts and how they're supposed to work. I've been through the Flip Light blueprint multiple times, but I think it's so. For example, the first member, posted the Yellow Brick Road. I'm so excited. I got my first member, and then it took 5 days for her to get logged in.
So I don't know if this is self-sabotage. It may be like you're freezing on anxiety, and anxiety is always worry about what could happen, right? Like, stress is often what's happening in the moment, and anxiety is what could happen. Right. That's where anxiety comes from. So you've totally just convinced yourself, oh my gosh, what if I did get 100 members and everyone couldn't get logged in? Well, there you go. They might not be able. Hey, 2 billion people couldn't get on Facebook 2 days ago.
That's true.
Can you imagine the ulcers at Facebook headquarters yesterday when 1 billion human beings couldn't access that platform for like 6 hours, right? It's part of playing the game.